Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more of the last Season 15 action. What we have on our hands tonight is a sort of is a sort of double feature. We do have our main cast later, that being Chambers of Nova, taking on Widowly. But before that, we've got Franz 2 taking on Cuban Extraction Team. Big night for Lance. We have 6 different series tonight. Over on twitch.tv/buffles_xd, we have Tiananmen Square Deniers, the Florida Boys Keef team, taking on Clowns, which is a team full of Lance newcomers. On Cuz stream, twitch.tv/CudDota, it's typical Bepinks, the Smactrix Rusi Brightside team, taking on Old Blucher, who again are always a fantastic team with, of course, Rice Boy, Ice Yeti, Pistia, Patience, and Bunyan. So again, strong lineup there. But on our stream tonight, to begin the evening, it is Cuban Extraction Team versus Frauds 2. For those who do not know your Lads history, Cuban Extraction Team have made the grand finals before. They've made, I think, another top 4 outside of that. It was our 4th or 5th place, I forget. Very strong team right there. Shane, who went on a voluntary exile from Dota for a hot minutes, is back, which, of course, for those of us who are Shane fans, is very, very exciting. And of course, outside of Shane, you've got Diesel. Definitely not the biggest MR player, but a solid pause 3. You have FN, who again has a very particular hero pool, but he plays it well. Mr. Lens out of Cuba, who's now playing with a much lower ping. Correction, I don't have the pings of the players right now, but he's playing from Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City, which gives him a much better ping than you would get from Cuba, much less packet loss at that. We've got Reed, of course, one of the best PAS 4 players in the league. Very strong PAS 4 player, but I can't just talk up one team. I have to talk up this other team, Frauds 2, as well. They have perhaps my favorite middle laner in the league, not called Breezy R. Perhaps the best middle laner in the league. It's Cole, playing out of Trinidad and Tobago, which again, certainly another odd spot to be playing Dota from. That's Lads Dota for you. They've got Perfin, who is ascended to the ranks of the top carry players over the last couple seasons. I know he has some downers, but I am not one of them. On top of that, again, you've got C-Day, who, again, if you are behind on the news, you might pencil him in as like a Marcy player, play a couple of offlaners, but he has shown his hero versatility as I've been as I have been told, thanks to my content piece, which I called him out as a bit of a Marcy merchant, and turns out I did not do my research, and I was rightfully blasted for that one. But yeah, the very, very strong teams here. We have a very interesting draft that I probably could talk about because I've been talking about other things for the last while. I'm gonna go host the lobby actually for the next series. I don't forget about it. Just to make sure I don't accidentally forget to put it. Let's just do Jim B7. Make sure I don't forget to accidentally put that there we go. Make sure I don't forget that one for later, but
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
wait. I just realized the problem with that one. It's a key problem. Realize I have the exact wrong lobby title, considering Jim and Severon the same team. They're playing the logical team, of course, but I digress. Sipping some water. As one does. There is a draft on our hands. I have not touched on it slightly. Again, you look at these bands. There's some fascinating bands here. I mean, Elder, Titan, Bane, Brewmaster, Enigma, Marcy, Doombringer, Ancient Apparition. Like these are some fascinating bands. They all,
10
again,
seconds remaining.
they're most of these are targeted bands here at particular
5
players,
seconds
but
remaining.
that has led us down a road where it's 8-pick Huskar into 9-pick Lifestealer. Of course, Perfin content to grab one of, if not
Radiant
the
is
best
being
carry of the
battled.
patch. Shane content to grab one of, if not the best heroes for his team.
Radiant
So
top
again, it
tower
is meta versus comfort, both certainly viable angles here. Perfin again is happy to grab some more meta facing heroes, at the very least, the lads meta facing heroes in Viper, Tusk, and Techies. Shane grabs Magnus and Io. The Magnus a flex hero in nature,
10
given
seconds
that
remaining.
Reed can play it, given that the cores can play it. You have a lot of options
5
there. You've got
seconds
the Io, you've
remaining.
got the Wind. You have a lot of flexibility. Problem is, you don't have 24 pick. You only have 23 pick. Obviously, not the biggest not the biggest deal in the world, of course, but of course, having 24 in a scenario would be very, very advantageous if you are Shane. But I am not Shane. You are not Shane, and neither of us have 24. It is indeed Perfin who has it. Got my large flask of water tonight. Sorry if you hear me pouring that, but I'm pouring my large flask of water into my smaller glass of water. Nice little nice little water glass to have some ice in there, keep it nice and fresh.
10 seconds remaining.
Hmm. Going to need a lot of that tonight. Gonna be about 3 hours of
5
casting,
seconds
so
remaining.
the water certainly will be needed. Question of the day: what do you grab if you're Shane to put this draft together? Again, if I'm him, I'm probably grabbing something that can use the Empower's melee cleave. But what is that going to end up being? Maybe you just end up having Huskar, Windrunner be the recipients of the Empower and say, you know what, even though you're not getting the cleave, you're
Dire
still
Beacon.
getting a lot of value from that plus damage. And hypothetically, you grab some melee carry, you pair it with the IO, you put the Mag 4, the Win 3, and the Huskar mid. That's, by the way, that I would personally draft if I were Shane, but Shane certainly knows his players better than I
10
do, and I actually
seconds
suspect
remaining.
that will not be the angle. I'm guessing Huskar
5 seconds
Huskar in the
remaining.
carry role for FN, leading it to being possibly a
Radiant
win
is
mid,
being
possibly an
battled.
off. Okay, so again. It looks like it's gonna be Huskar carry, Spiritbreaker mid, win 3 for Diesel, Mag 4, IO 5. Not how most teams would run it, but certainly the way you would expect Cuban extraction team to uh to do
10
so.
seconds remaining.
I have a Discord DM. Could it be important?
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. I'm gonna accept this one. We're gonna be joined by Wee because he's offering to spare my voice for half an hour. Why not? Uh, I just gave him a call on Discord, and we are now being joined by Wee Dotes. How are you on this fine evening?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing all right. We are on a Dota TV, so you can just hop on in wherever
Yeah.
and whenever. So,
I,
you excited for this game number one here?
I'm excited. I clicked on the stream and I saw a Cuban team
Choose
had
your hero.
Huskar and I instantly was excited to watch the game.
That's actually why I started the stream up, is I was going to, chill around, watch the end of the chess candidates, maybe hop around the Dota streams, and then I saw Huskar on the screen. I'm like, all right, guys, this is a needed thing for the community for me to be here for this game one. It's a 24 Earth Spirit from Cole, not necessarily the top of what you would expect Cole to pick, but certainly a viable option here and one that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. No, I feel like on Dire specifically, they have like all of their like signature heroes. They have FN Huskar. You look at Magnus on this team, you instantly think Reed. They have Reed Magnus. I know Shane's been practicing a lot of Wisp. So I feel like even though their heroes might not be the most meta stuff, they do have stuff they're extremely comfortable on. So I'm interested to see how this one goes.
Actually, in this draft, we did see a lot of leaning towards meta from Perfin, but as the draft has gone on, we've gone a little bit off of meta here again. Earth Spirit mid, not necessarily top of the meta right now, but obviously Cole is a very adept player of the other three Spirit heroes, so him playing Earth Spirit mid isn't really that surprising here.
Yeah, no, it was meta like somewhat recently too, so I'm sure the muscle memory is still there. I'm not too worried.
If you had to lean towards either draft, where do you lean here?
I don't really know. I feel like the Dire draft is probably in theory better, but I feel like I'm looking at like all of the Radiant team, I mean, probably better on paper, but the Dire like they've got like all of their best heroes, so I don't know. I'll go Dire just for the hope factor that FN can win on Huskar.
It's one of those things where, again, I think if you just saw, if you didn't know what teams are playing, you'd lean Radiant, but when you see the players involved, it's like, oh, maybe Dire is a very great shot to win this one here.
Yeah. Well, here we
Well,
go.
here we go already. Smoke against Smoke. They're going in for Reed. Reed is not skilled yet. Can go Skewer if he wants. Cole is looking to hit perhaps, but Len zones him away. Again, a bit of an even trade HP-wise. Right now, Dire play that high ground area, though, so... Seems like our fight will be done, and we'll return to...
I don't really
Wait
know
a
if Dire
minute.
wants to do this. I feel like they have a lot of pretty worthless heroes level 1. Like Huskar's pretty bad, Spearbreaker's pretty bad, Wisp is pretty bad.
And we
But
know the Dire team is useless, but do they know they're useless? Do Radiant know they're useless?
They don't
That's the-
care. I'm sure they don't care. They're just screaming at each other to run at them.
I know when I played my last team in PDC, every single game, no matter what heroes we had, I was like, yeah, let's fight on level 1, let's fight. I just wanted some honorable combat. We lost
Yeah.
games doing that, by the way. We literally lost games feeding
I'm
4
sure,
kills
yeah.
pre-Horn, but it's
Yeah.
honorable combat.
It's classic. Looks like no fights though.
Ooh, good rune grab by Sharkosity, though. It was set up to be a 2-for-2 trade, but Sharkosity simply outclicked Lens. I'm sure with a slight ping advantage, and got the rune there.
Unlucky. Yep.
Yeah, had he have gotten that bash, would have been a guaranteed rune grab, but, you know, sometimes there's a little bit of RNG in a skill-based game, and it's never a fun time for Lens.
Oh, there it is. There
First
it
hit
is.
afterwards. Oh,
This is
man.
quite the mid lane matchup. This is not what you see these days. Breaker versus Earth Sphere. These people just gonna duke it out, hitting each other.
We have seen a number of mid laners very happy to rotate early nowadays, and Earth Spirit, Spearbreaker, both mid laners who are very happy to rotate in
Yeah.
3-6, even without a rune.
They did swap lanes on the Dire side lanes. They have Huskar Wisp bottom.
It's
I
a
guess
little bit
they-
surprising. Do you know why they did this way?
I guess they're dodging Lifestealer versus Magnus, if I had to guess. I can't imagine Viper's that much better though. Once you like Viper Tusk is also really scary. You have Wind Ranger though. That's probably the main appeal of it. You can put Wind Ranger against Viper Tusk.
Yeah, Wind is a notoriously good anti-Viper option. Bottom lane, we may see our first Blood, perhaps. Or perhaps not, but yeah, top lane, you are seeing Wind Viper. Wind, notoriously good at trading into the Viper, because you just, you know, pop the E once you have level 2, and then you're good to go.
I don't really know what to expect. A good Q from FN to dodge the Techies jump. Saving him a lot of HP. I don't really think the bottom lane is going to amount to much for Dire. Not until much later levels, and I can't really say I have a lot of experience with side lane Huskar.
Well, Skewer top lane, Snowball back. Diesel's inside the shards. Blood Grenade was used. We will see our first. My question is, who dies? The answer is Diesel. He goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Now Reed must run away. Good trade there in favor of
trade.
CD and Nojits. I guess if you're Huskar, you're fine just drawing until, you know, you get like level 6. You get that armlet, and then you're good to actually play Dota 2 at an accelerated pace. And because you have
Yeah.
that inner fire, you can, you know, make techies not play Dota 2, and then you're good to go.
I guess that's probably the appeal. I've always not really liked side lane Huskar just because of how weak of a laner it is, but obviously FN's way better at it than I am, and he probably knows all these like miniature things in the lane that are able to help get him through more stuff like this. Interfire being able to like interrupt Techie's suicide.
Yeah, I'm sure if he didn't skill that, this lane would be more than over, but he knows his tech, he knows his hero, and
Yeah.
he knows how to kill curves, apparently.
Bit of animal cruelty in the bottom lane.
You gotta put your courier on a leash sometimes. Your courier's roaming around in dangerous territory. What more can you expect?
I'm just wondering which of the mid laners is going to leave mid first, because both already can kind of leave if they want to. Mr. Linz is pretty low HP, so he might be killing this wave and TPing back or something, or waiting to pick up the water rune.
And he will definitely need that water rune. Even with the water rune, though, he won't be full HP. He'll be like, what, 750 HP or so at most, so...
Radiant
Something like that.
It's a little bit dangerous. Cole could even potentially, if he reads it right, go for a big play here, prevent that, that
I think
water
he's definitely going to look for it.
retains. He's got the level 2 roll ready to go. He already charged,
The
but Cole can now
charge.
roll if he wants to go for it. He'll roll, but he misses it. That will secure the water rune, but now he also has to contest lens for the
think he's-
bottom water rune.
He might just play super aggressive, not let him get either rune.
If he succeeds
gonna-
that, it's a big win. He's got 3 points in the kick right now. What can Lens do? And look at the other rune. It's no jits.
He can roll for it. Oh no.
No rune for Lens.
It's not that bad though. He's got a salve here. He can TV back to base if he really wants to. Obviously, like, oh,
He's being rolled on. He might just die right now. 2 words will do the job. Charge away to prevent the death from happening. Cole can roll in 7 if he wants to
Raindrops
dive
saved
here.
him.
Yeah, he had to use his hard-earned money on a salve.
Dyer's courier has been killed.
There's another dead courier bottom lane.
Somebody called P at the bottom lanes.
Oh, man, this is a bad day for couriers. Good day for a couple of these lanes, though. There's some very decisive lanes right now.
Yeah. Top lane CD's only got 15 CS as the Viper.
I know Hobbs is in the chat saying boots start Viper. Apparently that's a no-shot play. Giving the ire of a fellow off-lane player. Top lane Tusk has been skewered. He's got Snowball on cooldown, and Reed knew it. Good kill there for Diesel. We'll head to CD. Lens is charging from long range. He'll eventually get there. Might take a hot minute, and CD will attempt the runaway, but it's not going to work. Lens is not even needed. Reed will eventually go down, but it's a 2-for-1 win. I don't even think Sharkosity was in experience range there. Regardless, Cole TP's in, rolling for Diesel. Diesel is at now a 2-for-2 trade. And Lens, who went all the way through the mid lane to the top lane, now has to walk back to the mid lane.
Gets nothing. Lens is quite sad, I think.
He gets
His
the
numbers
minute
actually
6.
isn't
He
that
gets the
bad.
minute 6 bounty rune though. He gets something at the very least. Problem is, he has to contest the techies and the Earth Spirit for the minute 6 real rune. The rune will spawn bottom. Lens is charging towards the mid lane, looking to move to that bottom rune to double damage rune. Blast off misses. Lens will secure the rune. Reed has skewer on techies. He's under that tower. He's got no spells. He's got no life, and he accepts his death. 4 kills now for the Cuban squad.
Breaker? No, they're not going to try. He's too much HP.
Man, Dota 2. This is Dota 2. He's charging bottom. He's charging perfect bottom. He's got a double damage rune.
He's got DD with ult.
Yeah, I don't see how perfect lives
I don't know
here.
if, I
How
don't
do you
know if
live?
this
You don't.
matters.
He's got the ulti. He's got the tether. He's
There
just
you go.
blasted. This is 4 heroes bottom. This is a dead tower.
Reed's trying to sneak their wisdom as well.
If Reed gets this rune, I'm calling
It's
GG.
really hard to get against Tusk, though. It's really hard.
But if he gets it, you call him
This is a
GG.
good
He's
play.
skewering. He gets it again.
That was
he got
really
it.
well done. He hit out a vision so he can snowball.
It's over. Call GG. It's actually over. That's so worth it. He's gonna die on the Magnus, but he got the rune. That's what
Yeah.
matters. They got both
There
runes.
you go. Well done by Reed. Yeah, looking at the Radiant heroes, Lifesteal and Viper are looking pretty sad in the network department. Cole's got a lot if he'll do a lot if he wants to bring this one back.
He is #1 net worth. He is in a very strong position to do so. He'll roll forward for Lens. He's got kick in 1. Jarkosity is here. kick on the boulder. Lens is 190 HP. The tether, the heal from Shane will keep Lens alive. Reed's got Skewer. He's got the shockwave, but doesn't have the angle to force any fight any longer. So with Lens kept alive, it's time for the mid-8 rune fights.
I love looking at Reed's inventory. He has just Tranquil Boots only and Blink Dagger queued, and that's it.
Classic.
That's the
The
whole thing.
two-man
Oh
skewer,
my gosh,
that
what a
two-man
skewer!
charge! Reed, Dota
That's all he
2!
needs. He only
Sharkosity
needs
down,
Tranquil
Cole
Boots.
down, Nojit's here, he's
RP.
RP'd by Reed! And he's even going to be alive
Tether
as the
saves
Shane!
Oh my gosh. He only needs Tranquils, that's it.
It's the Wisdom Rune. The double Wisdom Rune allowed that.
Yep.
That could not have happened with the double Wisdom Rune.
XP difference just coming in clutch here.
Now top lane is Diesel. Focus firing CD. He's got the 6 CDs, only level 5.
Charge coming
Both
in.
teams are on the way. But at this point, it's going to be a dead CD. The charge is already here. And if you're talking, you know what? There's 4 heroes
He's
here.
dragging
I'm
Shane
out.
across the map too. You can do the like tether thing where you just chase behind your breakers charging across the map.
It's a free taxi ride, you know?
Yep.
It's like those dudes that hang on to the actual train from behind, you know? That's Shane right now.
Yep. You don't know, you don't really know where the dog's going. You just chase it off the leash. That's Shane.
Top tower is under attack.
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
Middle tower is under attack.
And we haven't looked too much at the Huskar Leipzig situation. Both of them are not having fun though. Bottom lane,
Oh!
the blast off under the tower. FN
Should
will
live. He has
barely
armlet.
live.
He just
Thanks to
got
the
armor off
armlets.
Crow. He might be able to turn.
And there's a charge on the
coming
way.
in.
Relo as
Yeah.
well. He'll tether to FN. Sharkosity
Thank you
cannot
for the
live.
kill. I think Dyer's gonna look for this Roche on bottom when it comes bottom in 20 seconds.
They might as
I don't
well.
think
They have
Radiant can do
Huskar.
a single thing about it. Yeah. They don't have 6 on sups. Their cores aren't very good at contesting it. Reed's got Blink Dagger on Crow at 9 minutes on support Magnus.
Reed,
It's actually just a core.
he kind of lacks the mana to use his spells, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it actually doesn't matter. He's got RP in 3 seconds. He's ready to go.
Let's see. It seems like they're slowing it down. I guess they're gonna wait for something before they want to do this Roche on too much.
Yeah, top lane, we're seeing a charge already. RP into the power shot, into the charge. It's certainly a dead Viper. Cole is here. He's got all
They're
of his
just
spells in a vessel.
So much
but,
faster on the map.
Again, there's just, it's a hard angle to go for. He'll roll all the way forward into the magnetize. The snowball will be the fall-up stun. They should be able to kill the winds. Shane will attempt to heal, but it's not enough heal to save. It ends up being a 1-for-1. Both of those top lane cores going down. Meanwhile, bottom lane, FN is dangerously low. Needs to mind his toggles, actually. Needs to be
Vince is
very
on the way.
careful.
All the way from top to bottom.
He's the Globetrotter, and they want Sharkosity. There's no tier 1 tower. They'll attempt the blast off, but again, that inner
Nope.
fire from Muskar is more than enough to stop it.
I don't really know what you do as rating. I think you have to find a way to get 6 on your supports and then make a smoke with your Earth Spirit, but it just seems so hard.
Another
11
mid lane
minutes.
play. Blink, Skewer under the tower. RP not available. RP not needed. Here come 4 heroes. Down. Correction, here comes 5 heroes. And down goes the Viper. Wait a minute, they know about the relocate spot. It's Io and Wind inside the blast off. They'll focus Diesel, roll from Cole, hit Shane. It's a 3-man skewer from Reed. They'll bring
Skewer.
down Techies in return. Shockwave onto Reed, moves to his tower. Vessel on the Magnus. Cole's rolling over, and in comes Mr. Lens from long range. Radiant are aware. They see him on that tower. They're drawing the line right now. Problem is Lens does not care. He's a very mad Spirit Breaker. The kick will hit. Reed eventually go down, but in comes the ulti from Mr. Lens. Cole has very fire, but he'll end up dying anyways. One more hit. Down goes your Spirit. A 4th kill of the game for Mr. Lens. He's 4-0-9 at minute 12. And he wants another one. He sees the
Oh, he's
dust
going.
under that tower.
Snowball.
Snowball was stunned, but okay, he does care. He finally cares about something. He's going to get away.
He's got a regen bottom. It's non-stop with these guys. I feel like they got all of their like the best heroes for themselves. It's just they're all everywhere at once.
Why, yes, you can have Lifestealer and Tusk. We have our heroes.
We have first pick Huskar.
Sometimes you just lose the first pick Huskar, it appears. What does the green line say? Green line only gives 74% chance of victory for the side of Cuba, but
Only. It's only 13 minutes into the game.
that is true.
Like, that's a
but
lot for 13 minutes usually.
the momentum feels a lot more one-sided than that.
That's true.
Like, you look at the game state morale-wise, if I'm playing Radiant, I am crushed.
Yeah, the cores on Radiant are... You just TP to a lane and die under their tower. Another smoke coming in top.
Yeah, I mean, RP available for Reed once again. They're headed to the track camp. And again, right idea, wrong timing. There were just a lot of Radiant heroes. I can't draw the circles. We're on Dota TV.
They
But they
really
were
want
farming
this
that.
Wisdom Rune. They're bringing every hero to this Wisdom
Again,
Rune.
if they get the Wisdom Rune again, there's a 2-man RP opportunity right here, right now. Blink RP available. Shockwaves, no ball. For now, RP
Every
still
hero is
available.
here.
They'll go for
Reload
Diesel.
comes in.
RP still available. Now on 2. It's still being held, actually. He hasn't even used it yet. Nojit dead. CD dead. RP on 2 once again. Parf in the fall. Cole dead as well. Night has there on everything, but where's the follow-up damage? He'll buyback to secure some of these kills. Wisdom Rune is grabbed by Sharkosity's techies, and we still need more kills. Diesel certainly will die. Shackle will not
Oh,
last.
he's gonna
Diesel
live!
TPs! And
He's gonna live, he's
lives!
no mana! Oh my
And
god!
again, over to Cole, he's desperate. He's going for anything. He's got the kick, but he blinks away on Mag.
No! They don't get a single hero. Oh man.
Oh, man.
You talk about morale. Now it's gotta be... This is bad.
All right,
It's
there
gotta
is
be
some good news.
super despair
Sure.
mode.
Okay, you feed 4 kills. You buy back for nothing on Earth Spirit, but you did get the Wisdom Rune.
You got a Wisdom Rune, yes.
You got something. You got something. It could be worse, Wee. It could be a lot worse.
They clean up the Roche right before it goes top as well. I don't know, you look at this Cuban team and you wonder, feels like they've been playing together so long. They were so coordinated on how they brought every hero to the Wisdom Room fight. They smoked the only 2 that couldn't get there globally, and then everybody's just on the same page to be there when they need to be. It just, like, for the second, obviously they played together before, but for the second week of the season, it's really cool to watch.
Because they've got multiple seasons of experience, not their first time at the rodeo. That's kind of like one of the big overarching macro narratives of the season. There's a lot of players sort of reconvening. They played, teams with other players. Like, you know what? I want to play with my old teammates now. It's obviously not the only team doing this. We see Blueshirt doing it. We see PMA's team back with Vico and Fourth again. There's a lot of teams that are regaining. Again, we see Rusi and Brightside together again. There's a lot of these teams where they're sort of doing the revival tour. Now bottom lane, skewer from Reed onto CD. He's got the blade mail. They'll try to kill the Magnus. Shockwave onto Magnus the ball, but a shackle onto from Reed. Cole will roll on in. CD is dead. FN is very low, but still has 2 lives. No to the fall. FN's manning up. Lens arrives. Cole's in a lot of danger. That will be a dieback when he dies. They still can't kill FN.
He live? Oh
he just
my
lives the
gosh.
entire time, and now I mean, he did kill the wind, but he's going to lose his life for that one. It'll end up being a 4 for 2 when all said and done. The charge from Lens gets the last hit, and again, one more big win for, I mean, they're tagged up as Cuban Extracted Team. They signed up as washed up from Cuba. We're just going to call them Cuba at this point.
Yeah. The whole Cuban roster. It's almost got BKB on Huskar too. It just doesn't get easier for Radiant anytime soon. Like, the Vessel's almost able enough to be able to kill Huskar. He barely gets out alive, and now you don't even get to use that on him anymore when he gets BKB. Like, what do? You look at your core net worths, like, you're halfway to, like, Relic on Lifestealer, you have an Armlet, that's it. You've Blade Mail and almost a Dragon Lance on Viper. It's just, if there's no Vessel, you've, like, basically nothing for any of their heroes.
Yeah, that's the concern. I mean, you just don't. Again, hypothetically, you can win out the BKB, but that's a lot easier said than done. Lens is alone. He's invis, trying to hunt for something. Make some kind of angle to charge. He's way back right now.
Yeah, I think FN and Shane are just gonna look to clean up, like, almost all the towers outside the base. don't really think there's much Radiant can do about it.
Yeah, it seems to be one of those situations where we're looking at a very definitive one-game start for the Cuban extracted team. One thing to note though is there has been no 2-0s in lads so far this season. It's been 3-1-1s, but off of game 1 form, this could be our first 2-0 season.
I know I feel like you look at this game, and if you lose this one, you kind of look at their heroes and like, okay, we tried against the FN Huskar, the Reed Magnus. I don't know. I didn't see what the bans were, but surely you have to think about swapping up some of the bans.
That's the problem though. They did very much player to hero targeted bans. They banned out the Elder Titan, they banned out the Brewmaster, they banned out a number of these sort of very specific heroes. Mid lane, Blink, Skewer, RP on Cole, those secure the kill before he can get the roll off, and they will do so. He tried to juke to the east side, but could not find the angle out of that fight. One more kill for FN, his 6th of the game. Another check mid lane on Viper. CD pops the blade mail, but FN pops the BKB. Shockwave missed entirely, Skewer missed entirely, thanks to fantastic combo from NoJet. Problem is, Radiant are collapsing. One more life break forward. Down goes NoJet. CD is low. Sharkosity is in danger. The Viper is dead. The 3-for-0 once again. They'll let the techies live. But the result is the same. One more team fight win for the Dire side.
Yeah, I mean, they're just unfightable at this point. Huskar's 9-second BKB goes off. Just unkillable. That they might try something? They have a vessel charge. Shane's waiting to hold Relo, I assume.
Hypothetically, you wait out these 30 seconds, you just sack the tier 2, and then you try to catch FN during the regen time. That's probably the best case scenario, but the execution there is so tight. You know,
He's got Relic and Lifestealer, almost Radiance. I have the issues. I don't really know if he can even fight after he gets Radiance.
yeah, he'll probably need another item. Not even sure what that item even is, and they're smoking now. They're trying to catch FN.
They're gonna catch him with the Aegis, but FN knows he's sitting behind towers.
Yeah, it is still possible to kill him now if you can get all of his HP down. His BKB is on cooldown for 14 seconds. Lens wanted double damage, and Cole gets it instead. And then one more jump mid lane. Perfin raged in time, so no Skewer back away from his team. The tower will live. Charge forward by Lens, finds the techies. FN doesn't go in quite yet. We look at bring Shane all the way into the fight. He buys so much tension, dies immediately, but it creates a possible opportunity here. Diesel looks for the backside angle. Blast off forward by Sharkosity. FN's very low. He needs to toggle correctly. RP only on one. FN's trying. Reed will skewer away, and FN needs to be very careful. Charge forward by Lens from that western angle. Diesel still juking. He's being gone on by Tuscan Cole. We're going to go over to Diesel right here, right now. He's going down back to the mid lane area. FN's still fine. That T1 tower is not. A bit of a disastrous fight for the Cuban Extracted squad. They lose 2 heroes, they lose the tower, and they get nothing in return.
It was probably a bit of miscommunication. Shane reels in really aggressively by himself. And just gets instantly blown up by the magic damage. Not good, but definitely could be worse for sure. They were a little bit close to losing FN on the Huskar, which would have been really bad, but a glimmer of hope for the Radiant team. Bring yourself back.
And you see the power of these rubber band comeback kills. 2 very minor kills. You get a 2,000 gold swing from that one. You throw in a tower, another 1k gold swing. It's a lot of gold going back. Only problem is Dire are ahead by so much gold that 3k doesn't really matter right now.
Let's see here. What are we waiting on? Items wise. Reed's just buying a harpoon. Classic Reed.
You know, you figure he'd buy like a stick or like a
Yeah.
dust, an observer
Windlays,
ward, a
dust,
smoke,
wards, dust, yeah.
ironwood
Nope.
branch, nope. Like a lotus
statement.
even, like nope.
It's a statement, yeah. He used to keep it empty. It's like he's only got like 3 of his item hotkeys bound. He can only use 3 slots.
Yeah, if he was me, I'd say maybe he forgets there's a free TP slot, but no. Mid lane, there is a fight brewing. 4-man smoke from the Cuban Extracted team side. Looking at their vision, I think they may have briefly seen Tusk. They now see Cole. Problem is, they also see Diesel in return. He snowballs, stunned. Kick will miss. Relocate brings FN into the fight. Shane is no longer tethered, however. FN life breaks. Nojit goes down. Dyer moves to Perfin. Perfin looks for a bit of an angle on the Infest, but cannot find it. He's been blasted. He's been brought asunder. Another strike on Techies. Will be a third kill to secure. Charge forward by Lens. Techies, though, is surprisingly resilient. He'll remain alive for the time being, but again, you secure those 2 kills. You buy a bit of time for that next Roshan to respawn. Speaking of Roshan respawn, it's a relatively early respawn. About 55 seconds by my estimation, maybe about 52 seconds. And if Dyer head to the pit quite soon, they'll have that second Roshan of the game. And if they wait, perhaps for it to move to top, there's Aegis and She's in the cards.
That is true. I feel like that's something that's not really done a lot, is... I guess it's kind of, you have to have the right opportunity, but you'll like stall the Roche on one side so you can get the other item on the other side. Because I feel like the cheese is probably more preferred between the cheese and the banner for the most part, for most players. Especially in a draft like this, but just in general. So yeah, they might... FN's probably thinking about checking it.
I think the expected value would be that it's going to probably end up being top. The fact that it's alive is kind of lucky on the respawn time. Like, again... Yeah. You'd expect it to either spawn top or move to top right after spawning. He's already here, which means it will be Aegis and Banner rather than Aegis and Cheese.
Radiant scans it, and then it isn't just them 2 right now.
Yeah, there's a 4-man smoke. I don't think Dyer's ward caught it. Roshan now wars. Diesel is in position to break that smoke. Nojit is in the lead. He's got Blink in 4. Roshan's half HP. FN's getting Roche fast. TP in by Perfin. Walrus punch on Diesel. He's inside the shards. Still has BKB. Pops it now. Buying a bit of time. FN's in the pit. Diesel certainly will end up dying, but Roshan is secured. Aegis and Banner going to the Dyer side. Diesel's finally dead, but it's 5 lives versus 5 lives. 2 of those lives being on the Huskar. Cole is tanking attention. He'll roll to the west side towards Lens. Lens, meanwhile, runs to the northwest. Perfin's running forward, looking to convert on more kills. Sees Reed. Reed still has the RP. His blink is broken. Roll in by Cole. RP will be there on 1. Charge in by Lens. Nojit is in. Huskar is in. Reed the fall, but what is the trade? Infest and Perfin keeps him alive. Cole and the meter hammer on 2. Lens being carried around. Well, it's lost on Huskar. Lens is barely getting away. Shane will end up going down. Lens will barely survive, and now Radiant will kite around this Huskar. He's under tier 2 tower, but a snowball on Lens as well. This could be 2 huge kills. FN to fall. Lens will barely get away. But a disastrous fight from the Cuban side. They lost 4. They lost the Aegis. And they'll lose some towers bottom lane. That's some structural damage,
Yeah, looks, finally might be looking up for Radiant.
And Lens about to die at the Tormentor area. Oh. He's invis. The kick misses. He juked it out invis. Oh. If Jim was in this game, if he was casting, he would be yelling about the dust. He has an inventory slot, I
didn't even see. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think the fight just kind of got started on rocky start. Diesel gets caught. He has to BKB really early and run away. The fight's kind of split up. FN's like on the east side of this Lotus pit. He has to TP into the tower, and by the time he gets there, both Diesel and Reed are both dead. It's just a wonky fight setup from Dyer, which Radiant's able to take advantage of. And they get Aegis. This is definitely like probably the strongest point in Radiant's draft, or if not close to it. So definitely some hope coming in for Radiant.
Again, obviously
they're still down 12k net.
They did have a very fortunate fight, though. I mean, that was a very good angle. They got a freebie kill on Diesel, and as you mentioned, the positioning was not really aligned from the remainder of the Dire heroes. They didn't want to accept that their core Diesel was dead. They wanted to still fight, and in forcing that fight, they lost a hell of a lot more. Yeah, a more conservative team definitely would have waited for Diesel to just respawn. They would have run it down as 5, but again, this Dire team is not a conservative team. They will be balls in your wall, aggressive with the plays.
They're already thinking about what they're doing next.
And you see it again, balls to the wall, aggressive play, looking for CD. CD, he's got no way out, barring some lucky bash to the low ground, but Lens knows that. Snowball in from Tusk will delay the death, buying time for a response. Nojit punches Mr. Lens, RP on 2 from Reed, Viper to fall, Tusk not far behind. It's already 2 dead. Cole accepts the fight loss, rolls to the west back to his high ground. Luckily, the respawn times are relatively low, though, so if Dire want to force high ground, it will be for a limited amount of time.
They use BKBs? They can probably look to force something. They only use the diesel BKB.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they might just go for this tier 2. The safer alternative.
And again, you
He
are...
has a hammer on Cole, by the way. Did you see this?
He's had it for a while.
medium.
He hit on 2 in the
Yeah.
last fight, actually. Mentioned that one. That was, my brain didn't recognize it, but the mouth did. The eyes did. And they said about being
This
hammer
is like the
stun, so.
first time I've seen someone buy this in like a serious game.
Structures are fortified.
Again, the stun is so long on their spirit that it's not that hard to hit us.
Is it actually? Does it set up relatively well?
I mean, it's not the best in the world, but again, it's like a 1.8 second stun for, what is that, how long is that channel time? 2 seconds, so it's very doable. Obviously, if you have like a BKB or something, then it's a little less
Yeah,
doable,
okay.
but you need you either need a specific escape, or it's not gonna work.
I don't know. I kind of figured he was buying Sanj Kaya, but I'm not a rank 200 mid player, so I'm not gonna flame his build. But I feel like Sanj Kaya would be pretty good against RP and Spirit Breaker stuff. I don't know. He knows more than me.
Perhaps, but think about it, right? What does that item do? That's an item you buy in an even game if you want to like make the game state a little bit better. This Meteor Hammer is a high risk, high reward item. We saw it
Yep.
in that bottom lane fight. The reward was high.
What? XD? I guess a Miscure or something?
I wasn't quite. I was watching elsewhere, so I didn't see exactly what happened. Mid lane, there is a fight brewing once again. Reed is silenced. Blink punch from the Tusk. Roll forward, but it's actually it's Shane
that's a
instead.
better hit.
So the IO's in a lot of danger. Viper Strike comes in from CD to bring down Shane. RP only on 1 from Reed, so both subs are dead. RP is cooldown. Cole wants the 3rd kill. He's unlikely to find it, but again, that's 2 good kills.
Oh, he missed Reed and accidentally hit Shade. It was tethering through, and there's a better hero to hit.
Yeah, that is, again, that's extremely fortunate. You could not expect it to happen.
Yeah, what can you do on that one, I guess?
Oh, I've missed my spell. Oh, I found the 1 better targets. Yes. Lens goes from the opposite angle. Going for Perfect.
Oh,
Light break
FN is
forward
in.
by FN. He's got the Agnes looking for Tusk. Tusk save. Will be out of the fight. FN has low HP, but has the armlet. Viper still wants to fight. Charge in by Lens. Perfin pops out of the Viper. Diesel's win run ends soon, but he still has force have to escape with. Cole is hasted. Light break forward by FN. The immediate Yules from... I'm not even sure who in this case. Shackle hits on 2, but Perfin still raids. They'll bring down Evelyn, but no! Shane has the save. Cole is low. He's rolling away. Skewer from Marine on CD. He's well under the tower. CD will TP away, but meanwhile, FN finds a more important target. They'll bring down Perfin. Mr. Lens brings down Cole. Nether Strike on the Techies. Techies has the... Get Yules up by somebody. I believe Mr. Lens. At this point, Techies will end up going down. Double kill for FN. And that... offensive Yules from Mr. Lens. Used twice in the fight to great success there.
All these Dire heroes, they're able to kite in and out so well. They have like Windrun and Force Staffs on Wind Ranger. FN's got Ogre Steel Totem. Lens is like charging in and walking out. They're able to just like kite around these Radiant heroes so they're not able to get focused down. And FN barely gets away with the Shane respawning and coming in to heal him up off the fountain region. It's just so close on so many occasions.
It actually is probably a good thing. Whoa! Long
Oh
Harpin
my
Moon!
word!
I didn't know it could go that long. He had the extender. That's a bad Viper.
Aetherland's diff, I guess.
And now it's the Yules on Cole. Cole has a counter Yules. He'll counter Yules, Mr. Lens. He'll roll the stun, but at this point, because he used the Yules so early, Lens had the W ready to go. Reed
Oh.
tried to fish. He'll harpoon again.
Well, there we go. We get him.
He gets the techies! Again! He did again! I'm actually kind of happy this game's pretty decisive, though, because I have to cast another series in 2 minutes, so... This game went super long. Wait a minute, another skewer! They're gonna bring down Cole! Cole has been stunned, he's been brought down, he's got no buyback. RP is whiffed entirely thanks to I believe Radiant's canceling the blink. I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, Perfin still being gone on. He'll limp to his fountain, barely alive. The buildings, though, cannot rage and walk to the fountain to heal. Instead, they're simply being crushed. Mid racks are already dead. Bot racks will be alive for a little bit longer. Dire pop the smoke just to escape. And again, I'm beginning to see the lobby chat for my next lobby of the day. I'm not even sure who said. Is that Keelan? Do I not have Keelan added on Steam? Regardless, there's a little bit of lobby chat beginning for that next lobby of the day.
Big day.
Are scanning.
There's not usually this many games on a Sunday too.
Yeah, you know, it's
Seems weird.
6 series. I believe 3 of them are casted. 3.5 if you count this series, but we have a fight brewing in the Radiant Tri-Camp. Cole sees FN. Offensive Yules has been used. Charge forward by Lens. Stuns Tusk. Tusk is fine. Skewer from Shane. Ghost preemptively relocates Huskar to the west end of the fight. Walrus kick onto Mag. Mag will skewer away. You know, Ogre's a little mad for that one. Charge forward by Lens. An awkward fight towards the high ground barrier right now. There's strike onto Tusk. Tusk being focused down, but he gets mech healed by his teammate. He's infested by his life stealer Skewer on CD. CD is so far up the scene thanks to Reed's long range Skewer. Viper to fall. FN. They'll try to trade for him. They're desperate. They need this kill. Viper buys back. They know it's time to fight. One more kick from the Tusk. Roll in by Cole. But to what effect? One more life break. Tusk is dead. Shane is still healing. And now Perfect stuck.
He's
He's stuck.
He's stuck.
He's stuck.
Oh my god.
How do you leave? You don't. But he's still Radiance burning. It brings out these of the Radiance burn. It actually
he's
might
stuck there
work.
forever.
Life break onto Viper. Look at Life Stealer. He's angry. He knows he's lost a team fight. He wants to play Dota 2, but he can't. He's still stuck. And now, wait a minute. Is Huskar actually dead? I doubt it, but it's possible. He'll life break forward. Techies disarms him. Meanwhile, Cole's rolling away from Magnus and Io. Now, Supergirl will charge, looking for
Infest.
Cole. Cole TP's
Oh, he's
away,
down.
and now he infested. As you mentioned, Jarkosity got his carry off the high ground, but it's going to be time to hunt
I think it's much
Jarkosity.
too late. And he's oh no.
Almost
Oh my
significant.
god.
Bash him, they want to get him. They're picking the high.
Oh man.
And now Tusk is back. This fight is so long. He kicks away the Huskar. He'll life break Tusk once again. He's still by the Guardian Greaves, but again, it's one more Tusk death in the fight. Perfin is still being kited around. Shane finally dies, but it's another harpoon. Life Stealer. He's just trying to play Dota 2.
Put this man out of his misery.
The misery continues. He's
Oh,
raging
no.
forward. He's still running. He's got the armor toggles.
He's got an oversteel totem too.
He's back.
Oh
He's
my
dead.
gosh.
And now offensive Yules on Cole. Cole will attempt to get a way out of this one, but with the life break, there's no way out. He's skewered near the tier 2 tower. Power shot finishes the
A
job.
fight. How did
Oh,
that
man.
fight last like 2 full minutes or something? CD died, bought back, died again, and just respawned right now already.
It's longer than that. I have a 2-minute delay on my stream. The fight is still going on. So it's longer than 2 minutes. Charge forward on CD. Walrus kick on Lens, but Lens has a Wind Waker.
They have buys on Radiant if they want to try and fight this still.
Again, it might just be desperation time. The thing is, it will not be megas. There's a tier 2 top lane. It's very low, but very low is not dead. Therefore, it's still alive.
Looks like we're taking a chill pill and getting Roche. What a clowny fight.
Mm-hmm.
How many Dire Heroes died? Was it just Diesel the once? That's crazy. They all just have like so many ways to go in and out. They're just like impossible to keep on top of. They don't have like Basher on Lifesteal. He's got an Ag soon. That'll help a little bit. Like somehow these heroes are getting kicked in and are able to get out and just able to slip through the claws of the Radiant team. I don't really.
Alright. So this is gonna sound like a really dumb question, but where'd the free Ags go? Oh, with the Windrunner. Okay. Went to Diesel.
Oh no, not this.
I was wondering where it went. I'm looking around like, hey, all these dudes already have an Aghanim Scepter,
He was
so...
he got it instantly. He was ready for it.
Ah, yeah, but it's probably... There it is, on the screen. Oh, man, we are about to end this game. Though there is still room to throw it away. It's very much a winning position. Tusk looks for a kick, finds it on Diesel. A good start to the fight.
This is a really good start. They actually kill him. He's no buyback. Well, we might just be waiting another 90 seconds.
If this game goes too long, I gotta bail, though. That's the only problem.
Yeah. I figured.
Yeah, there are 8 out of 10 players in the lobby right now, so...
It's okay, people are usually late.
They're
Lives.
already late, don't worry, but...
Yeah.
There's a very good chance I'm going to have to leave, which I hope I don't have to leave the wrong time. I want to catch the, if not the end, the crescendo team fight. And that was going to be the crescendo team fight, but then, again, good play by Tusk, catching at the mag there, which is...
It's a good ward step. I don't know, I don't know if they put this here before or after, but if it was there before,
That's
it was
definitely
a good
before.
step.
That's definitely before. I think. Yeah, it's gotta be before.
Pretty sure it was there after. That's okay.
Spirit Breaker hero is obnoxious. He's very fast.
Might have been another issue they have with this draft is they don't really have ideal ways to clear waves. So I feel like with all these global heroes, they're able to just Dire's able to just shove so many more waves and get so much more vision, which just gives them more opportunities to make ideal smokes and reload setups and things like that.
Yeah, Tormentor goes down.
You have a gem on techies. They're gonna just attempt to claim some more vision back, but looks like he might be losing it here in about a second.
I hear the life break on my screen right now. He's
Yep,
used it on
he is
Charcosity.
dead.
Charcosity is dead. Diesel is kicked
Well, Diesel's
away
caught.
almost all the way to the base, but he BKBs anyways. Tusk is incredibly low right now. He'll end up being brought down. Airstrike on Perfin. Perfin is away from his friends. He's got Infest if he can get it in range, but he's too busy being RP'd and skewered away. How do you Infest? You're just too far away. And now Cole desperately tries to salvage the fight, but they're down too many numbers, down too much gold. That'll be a dead Earth Spirit. Charged forward by Lens. Viper's fine. Was a buyback from Nojit, but yeah, we are towards the end of this one. Harpoon again. This time Skewer misses, but Life Break will be there anyways. Charcosity buys back into the game. Huskar
good
still has
shackle.
2 lives. Again, there's no Earth Spirit for 40, no Life Stealer for 40. Both of them have it on lack of gold though. So again, they're respecting the ability for them to buy back. Please, for the love of God, end the game now before I have to leave.
Reed kills himself on
There
these
we
mines.
go.
There
He'll
we
kill himself
go.
in the
That's
mines, but he
it.
finds the Techie. The Techie dies here. It will be a dieback. They're going to summon Huskar. Huskar is BKB Satanic and
He's
2
a
lives.
BKB and
He'll
a
pop the
Aegis.
BKB. He'll pop Satanic. He's looking to lifesteal, but again, they're cutting him around very nicely.
Ghost Scepter.
But he's healed by Shane. And now CD is in danger. He's inside the ice shards. Blast off gets pump fake. Charge forward. Hits on 2. Kick on Mr. Lens. He'll Wind Waker. He's still Wind Wakering. Punched up by Nojits. Lens is still fine. Blast off. They
He
count the
doesn't have a
charge
good
once
charge
again.
target.
And he's finally perhaps going to
All
die.
of the creeps are dead.
But he's got a Wind Waker. But I think he's still into the infest.
He's infested.
He is.
All of the creeps in their base were dead. He couldn't charge anywhere to get out of the shards.
I don't want to leave this game. Wei. And luckily, Logical is busy being in the bathroom though. That's delaying. Because all 10 players are in the lobby. That's what's delaying things right now. Is the fact there are 10 players in the lobby, but 1 not in his chair. Apparently, it's a fierce shit of some kind coming. Because Logical said
word.
he could tank a penalty if needed, which indicates a 15-minute shit.
Oh my. Oh no. He's struggling in there. Send somebody to check on him.
Maybe he's celebrating the Gukesh Challenger, candidate's victory a little bit too hard, but It's impossible to tell sometimes.
Oh. They added this effect to the feather neutral items. Did you guys see this before?
Yeah, the Avianis feather with the
Yeah.
doing a little bit of Arcana promotion.
That's
I
nice. It
suppose.
felt really weird when you just start floating randomly with no visual effect.
Yeah, but now you've replaced the weird lack of visual with a weird visual.
Yeah. I don't know what's worse.
I don't say the lack of visual, but it's impossible to tell sometimes. Alright, this game needs to have something happen. It needs to have something happen now. There's a neutral token on the ground. Cole, I believe, is aware of that. He is
Oh,
aware
DM
of
Shane,
that,
tell him to
right?
get it going.
He's aware. I mean, the game might already be over, though. We don't know if it's over yet. Because, because we're on the delay. If we check the main menu and they're out of the
It
game,
is.
we would know.
It
So,
is not. I'm
uh,
spoilers alerts. It's not over.
that's actually kind of bad. Well, it's top lane. They're going in for Cole. Cole did not have time to get the Yules off, so that will be a dead Earth Spirit, but he does have buyback ready to go.
You know,
Sure.
they're making a comeback. They had a 100% chance to lose, and now they're at 99% chance to lose. So there's a chance.
They've made progress.
There's a chance.
Is he... Oh, man. Again, if he can get that nullifier on Perfin, that'd be pretty huge, but he's still a little bit short on gold, and again, getting that
They have more
courier...
mines set up. This is really annoying to get. They have like kick into mines on one of the supports, and Reed can't really jump and harpoon skewer somebody because we just saw he just feeds to the mines.
It'll be Lens instead. Charging forward, at least allows the T3 to die, makes things a little bit easier. Lobby status, we're still good. No logical. Harpoon on Tusk. A huge target to find. Shackle does not latch, though. A miss from Diesel. Now's an opportunity. The opportunity was not found, but the range racks were.
Range
So it's
racks
2.5 ranks dead. Equilibrium in all three lanes in favor of the side of Cuban Extracted Team. Charge again by Lens. Finds Tusk. But again, finding that kill ain't easy. One more charge. Looking for
Diesel's
Tusk.
kick.
You snowball Diesel. Diesel in the BKB is fine for now. Get infested by Perfin. Wind Wakered by Mr. Lens. And now Lens
good
will
charge.
charge. He goes all the way into CD top lane. He was, I believe, skewered away by Reed. The Racks are still alive, not long for life. Viper buys back once again a 5v5 damage check on Perfin. Perfin has been tough with life break. Skewer on Cole. Cole is far away from his friends, far away from his team. Shackle again does not latch, though. Perfin looks for FN. Blast off forward. FN will life break. A kick from the Tusk might save things, actually. He'll end up having the Avianis Feather. He'll have the BKB. He'll end up walking away. Charge. Will not end up working thanks to the infest. Cole is dead. The trade is for Shane. Earth Spirit buys back. At this point, FN is so low, but he's
Satanic!
He's trying to heal the Satanic, but he's not healing enough. Lifestealer's still hunting. He's
This
using
feather.
the free bathing. The life break. Here we go. Viper is dead, and it's a dieback. They're telling me to G in the lobby.
Wind Waker.
I'm telling them one sec. This fight cannot be lost right now. Huskar is still
Oh
getting
my
tied around, but he's
goodness.
still he's still staying alive. Diesel is so low.
This
FN is
feather
so
is doing
low.
so much
Oh,
work.
Snowball. FN is so low. Goal's finally dead. The infest from Perfin.
He's
The
dead.
offensive kill on FN. FN has no buyback. I have to
They
leave
lost
this.
both their tier 4s in the time this fight took.
I have to leave this lobby. Okay, you have an important job. You need to
What?
keep the people updated on this game. During the draft lyric game. I have to leave. I have to do my duties.
Alright, alright.
You need to keep the people updated on the other game.
Okay. They did not get megas. They still have the one melee barracks in top lane. I assume they will probably just respawn and go Roche and try this again.
What is the Roche spawn time?
It's up. They just have to wait
So fourth
for
Roshan,
dire teams respawn.
still top lane, right?
Yes, it's top
Okay.
lane. It's 47 minutes right now. They'll probably take it top lane.
And then how many buybacks are still left? A lot of buybacks were used in that last fight.
There are just Radiant buyback is just Lifestealer. Dire has Breaker, Huskar, Io.
Okay. Oh man. I've,
Can't wait
I've
to
updated
see.
my stream title, but the people need to know. Like they have to be emotionally
Don't worry,
invested.
I'll keep you up to date. I can't wait to see FN's like damage tanked stat at the end of this. It's gonna be like
Radiant team ban.
multiple hundred thousands.
I mean, no doubt about it. There's absolutely no doubt about it.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
We do have a Shadow Demon in our pick by logical with 8 pick. What is the status in the game though?
Nothing has happened. They all just respawned. They've made a smoke to the Radiant like side ancient camp and missed. No one was there.
Okay.
Radiant's just effectively sitting in base again. Sharkosity setting up mines around this last melee Rex. I assume the call is gonna be Roshan. That looks like what they're walking towards. Gonna take this last Roshan top lane, or hopefully last Roshan. See who still needs Ags. They can give Ags to. I guess they might give this one to Reed, or they can give this one to FN, who can sell his own.
So we're confirming an uncontested rush in favor of Cuban.
Yep,
Okay.
uncontested Roche for Dire.
You know, this actually isn't the worst thing I've ever had on my stream. Once, remember when like there was a glitch for like all the Dota TV games were breaking and getting dropped?
Yeah.
I casted from like the little like screen, the minimap screen from the preview once for 5 straight minutes.
That sounds miserable.
I did a pretty good job, all things considered. I casted for like 5 minutes. It was a big comeback, and I think I covered it pretty well considering it was like 10-second intervals, like minimap updates.
You tell like what spells people are casting?
No, but I was like, oh wow, they're going forward. Big offensive move in the team fight. Dude's dead. Oh, buyback. It's I did what I could with the information I had. You know, it's kind of like.
All right, they gave
Oh,
Ags to FN, who sold his own and then ate the Ags.
okay.
And FN is Aegis. Cheese is on Shane. Diesel's blinked up and is focused firing the last racks. They do have a glyph, but it looks like they're saving it for the Ancient.
For Throne. Okay, so is Megas
So
uncontested?
it's Megas for Dire.
Okay.
Blank skewer by Reed.
10 seconds remaining.
Techies is dead, just alive to start the fight.
Seconds remaining.
You gotta give me more than that.
I don't know. Big RP on 3. I don't know. I'm not a play-by-play caster.
Hey, words.
Wind Waker out by Spirit. Yeah, I mean this game's over. Techies die, bought back. Lifestar die, bought back. Tuss die, bought back. Cole's dead, no buy on Earth Spirit. FN's Husk Aegis gets procced. Reed looks like he's dying though. Never mind, he gets a skewer away. FN's still fighting. Second life. They're on the Lifestealer second life. Shackle. Perfin's dead twice. Looking like this might be the game. Kick in onto Spirit Breaker, but does not have the damage to finish it off. Oh, just kidding. Lens has died to Techies. But looks like this is dead. Radiant's dead on 4 with no buys.
So we're confirming at
This one,
twitch.tv/BadgerPablo
they
a
have
game
just
1
called
win.
GG.
A game 1
Radiant
win
has
for
called.
Cubans.
Yep.
Good game. Good game.
It was a good game. It was fun to watch. Don't really know how many Cuba games there's going to be like that.
Probably a lot.
Probably depending on how many of their heroes they get. But yeah, probably a lot. All right.
But thanks for tuning on in for the game 1 of Cuban Extracted Team, aka Washed Up from Cuba, versus Frauds. Do you have any final words, call shout to the people of Legal Ads?
No, I got no shout outs. Shout outs to Buffaloes for losing PDC finals. That's my only shout out. And then being a baby about it or something. I didn't get the whole story.
And neither did I. That's Dota 2 for you sometimes.
Yeah.
You have a great night, Wade.
Yeah, you too. Good luck.